I think we got one more video, Matt Bag, and I'm sure it's Arno.
Hey, it's Erno from Finland.
Hey, it's Arno.
First, thanks for your postcard. This means
look at that.
Okay, Courtney got removed from the game. My question is Survivor much tougher these days than it used to be? Because in earlier season there were hardly any removes from the game, except for Mike Stupid. But these days it seems like every season someone gets hurt and gets removed from the game. So are people more careless, or is Survivor simply just tougher? Okay. And Jerry, if you're watching this, I love you!
Is it kidding, or does it look like he's shooting that like in a psychiatric ward with the white wall?
He just looks more foreign than ever. It's like he's straight from Sweden or something.
I love you, Daddy.
Thank you very much.
Oh my gosh. Hi, Erno. It's very nice to see you again. I'm glad to be back.
Sandra, that was very nice of you, Sandra, to send him a postcard.
Sassy graph. How could I say that?
Sassy graph.
That's what it is, a sassy graph.
A sassy graph.
Personally, I mean, if I were to answer that question, I would say no. Survivor is not as hard as it used to be. It's just not. But
I think it used to be much tougher.
Yeah, we were tougher back in the day. Nobody quit back in the day when we started that show. Are you kidding me? That just did not happen. It wasn't even like they made sure that they got people who wanted to be there. You know,
I think they cared more.
And
I wrote about much like I sliced my hand open with a machete, like literally, like hit the machete to my hand, blood gushing everywhere. I was like, it was this filthy machete. It was day like 30 something. I was like, can I just get an alcohol swab to clean it out? I'm like crying. They're like, if you want an alcohol swab, you can quit the game.
Yeah.
Like, I could not have an alcohol swab.
We weren't allowed to have Band-Aids. Are you kidding me?
Band-Aid. If you want a Band-Aid, you can quit.
Yeah.
And now they're getting like...
My kidneys went into failure in Africa, and I pissed straight blood out of my dick for 4 days. And they said you got 4 days to clear it up, and on the 4th day, I cleared it up because I was drinking more water and I wasn't working as hard. But back then they were like, and they just didn't quick back then. Yeah. I honestly think that I'm starting to question the caliber of player that they're casting. Not everybody, but some of them seem like so much window dressing. Really pretty guys with like 6-pack abs, but if you ask those guys to actually live something really hard, I think they might cry a lot quicker than
those guys are always targeted first, and they don't usually last that long.
Well, I think it all goes...
Except for Todd.
Right.
I think it all goes back to the fact that they're recruiting people. You know, they're like going to bars and finding people and going, hey, you want to be in Survivor? And people are like, I don't watch that fucking show. And they're like, perfect, but you're hot. Let's get you on there. It's like, that's why it's so much easier for them to quit, because they have nothing emotionally invested in it.
I don't understand why they do that, because you know that they get, 50,000, 100,000, applicants to the live ones sending in stuff.
I still think that a season with nothing but uber fans, like people that are sending in videos every single season, I mean, just over and over, those people want it more than anything in the world, and I think that would be the best season ever, and I don't know why they don't do it!
Because that goes back and forth.
There are a few people this season who, Colton, for his 10th birthday party, had him and 15 other kids play the game of Survivor. Like, he's like a pretty diehard fan.
Okay, there's one.
Troy Zan is an applicant, and Michael, the banker, said this was his like 3rd or 4th time applying, and so we have a few this season who I think really care and want to be there.
I think they should all be like that.
I agree.
I'm going to take an example from last season's Big Brother with Adam the Bacon Boy. Huge fan, does trivia, Big Brother nights, gets on the show and sucks a huge dick. He was so fucking boring, didn't make any moves. Casting must be very tough, because people are one-way casting, and they're different when they get on the show.
But you get those same people from recruits that you do in that situation. It's a crapshoot regardless.
It is a crapshoot.
I think the biggest problem now, Jerry, is like when you applied, there was like millions of people applying, so they picked the best of the best. Now it's like a bunch of campers, lesbians, and young teen gay boys. That's it.
And Cochrane.
No, I will tell you, I knew that there was 80,000 applicants.
And you got pulled because you were good.
But now they only have 25 to 35,000 applicants.
Really?
They don't have that much. No, this is a lot lower.
Serious?
Yeah, it's very low. Yeah, it's much lower than right after Australia was when they got the maximum. That was that peak.
Yes.
Yeah.
I heard it was 150,000 after Australia.
But by the time after the All-Star, that was had the most, yeah. And after that, they're now down to 25 to 30,000 applicants.
I do agree, though, with them recruiting and going to modeling agencies and actors management and all this other bullshit. I think they really did start looking. They can find some good fans that want to be on the show. And
and they don't all have to be good looking. I mean,
no,
come on. I miss the dorky, like overweight girl that nobody thinks is going to do very well.
Well, I want to see everybody looking a little bit different. Like when they get a bunch of generically good-looking people, it makes it even harder to keep track of them.
I couldn't tell you any of the women's names. They all look the same.
I know
and
Lee,
the dudes too.
Courtney and...
No, we had to, with the Robin, with the three dispensable blondes.
I love Courtney. That's what I'm saying. Courtney, Leaf, Alicia, because she stood out, and maybe Chelsea. I don't... Everyone else is kind of a blur to me.
Yeah, and it takes a while to get him
Leaf, because he's this big.
Well, he's going to be easy, and so is Colton, because he's...
I believe it.
Okay, let's wrap this up. I want to thank everybody for coming tonight. I really do appreciate it. Cochrane, thanks for dropping in.
My pleasure.
If you can, you're more than welcome any and all these weeks to join us. And next time, don't feel bad about jumping in.
Jump in, dude.
I'm just getting myself
I'm
glad we had a couple of ladies on the show too.
Absolutely.
What's that?
That I'm glad you guys are here. You and Eliza's here, and I'm not the only one.
Sandra was always worried about being the only woman. I want to remind everybody.
Sandra can hold her own.
Too.
For the rest of the people watching, I do want to remind once again that we do have a PayPal donate button. If you can help us out, this
give us $1.
A lot of money. Yeah, $1, $2, $3. We're all good with that. It all helps out. Click on that button and donate to us, and we will see you all next week. Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Can we put it on podcast and let